Love this call. Amazing. So welcome, guys. I was going to say Thursday night. It's not. It's Wednesday night. I don't even know where the days are right now. Welcome to our lifestyle opportunity call. Super excited, not least because it's like we get to share with you guys, but what we're sharing tonight is a little bit different to what we normally share. Like we normally share about the business side of it and the products. However, we thought we're going to share our stories with you tonight because the four of us collectively, myself, Millie, Hayley and Amy, have each got really different stories as to how we found the business and what the business has done for us. And hopefully you'll either resonate with one of us or you can take some bits away and be like, actually, do you know what? I know someone who's going to be really good for this. I'm going to start with my story. But first and foremost, if you're watching this call and you are inspired, make sure you send a little message to whoever added you to this call. Or if you're watching it back as a replay, make sure you get in touch with whoever sent you the video link as well, if you have any further questions. So for those that don't know me, my name's Claire Black and I've been part of the Juice Plus company for almost 9 years, which blows my mind because it is definitely the longest job that I've ever had. And I use the word job very loosely, the term job loosely, because for me, this just doesn't feel like work. I feel so lucky and so grateful to have found something that fits into my lifestyle as being a really super busy mum, but it's actually fun and I feel good doing it at the same time. So 9 years ago, my life was very different to this. I was very unhealthy. My idea of a healthy breakfast was a hot dog and a can of Diet Coke at 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, if you know a little bit about the product and the lifestyle that we share, it's a very healthy lifestyle. So I was a complete opposite spectrum. If someone just host, could you just mute everyone for me?
Put it
Thank
back.
you. Guys, if you just pop yourself on mute, that'd be amazing. Thank you. So yeah, my lifestyle was very, very different to what it is now. And I found the products because I was one of those girls who's like, when my life falls apart, I'm like, I know if I lost a bit of weight, I'd feel happier about myself. And like, I now know that I need to work internally and not externally, by the way. However, I'm so grateful I went down that route because I messaged somebody, my Facebook post, I ordered some shakes and my whole world changed when I changed my lifestyle. And I lost 10 pounds within 3 weeks. But more than that, my energy got better, my skin got better, my hair got better, who I was got better, like my moods. And everyone around me, especially my family, had started to notice. So I was naturally sharing that with people. And when I was passing them over to the girl who I'd ordered my products from, she was like, you're doing what I do, but you're not getting paid for it. And you know what? My working life, I went back to work when my little boy was 5 months old. So he was like a teeny tiny baby. And I relied very heavily on family, friends, breakfast clubs, after school clubs, nurseries, childminders. I used a little bit of everything, whatever I could afford. And I worked really, really hard. I worked long hours. Some of my hours were 8 till 8. So I was out of my house literally for, including traveling time, sometimes 14-hour days. And I was working with not a lot to show for it. Like I was never at home. I never had any time to spend with my family. And when I was at home, I couldn't afford to do anything because my income just didn't cover it. I don't know if any of you guys can relate to this, but I had way too much months at the end of my money. Like I get paid and then I'd be skint again 2 days later. And it was that constant cycle of counting down to payday. So when I was offered a business opportunity, it made perfect sense to me. Like, I definitely didn't know enough people, by the way. My husband told me this. You don't know enough people. Definitely thought I was too busy for it. Definitely didn't have any experience. I wasn't very good on social media. I had a really, really tiny Facebook. I think I had like 100 and something friends. But what I did have was like the absolute desperation to change my life. Something had to change. Like I was fed up of being skint all the time and fed up of saying no and fed up of spending so little time with Dan. So I jumped in and honestly, I just really ran with it. And that's something I really want to encourage you. Once you've listened to everybody's stories, if you've got something in you that's like, do you know what, this sounds good, just throw yourself in, because that's what I did. Within 3 months, I was able to reduce my hours and go part-time at work. The following year, I left my job completely. And I've been doing this full time at home for the last 8 years now. And And it's just changed who I am as a mum. I always thought I had to go to work and sacrifice time with my child, or I'd have to stay at home and sacrifice my income. Since I started Juice Plus, I've had another 2 babies. So I now have 3. My youngest is just 8 months old, and my middle one is nearly 6. And those 2 little ones do not know what it's like to not have me at home. And for me, my biggest thing, we were talking about this on a call a couple of days ago, when I was asked what my highlights were, and just being at home for my children is such a blessing, and I never realised quite how much they needed me. And my eldest boy, who was only 7 when I started this business, he wrote on his a piece of his homework, which I found a couple of years ago, why is your mum an asset to the family? And he said, because she's always at home. And for me, this business has given me the ultimate time freedom, and that's what I want to encourage you guys to look for. Like, money's great. In the 9 to 5, we're trading time for money, okay? But money is fantastic, but actually it's time we can't get back. And this business has given me so much time. I can spend time with my children, but I can still just live how I want to live as Claire, if that makes sense. And I don't have to ask for anyone to take time off. I don't have to worry if the kids are ill. Like, actually, my dad right now, he's doing his mock exams. That little 7-year-old boy, when I first started the business, is now in his last year of school. He's doing his mock exams, but he's had a really, really awful flu since Sunday. So I've been able to pick him up and be at home with him after his exams. And I haven't had to ask for any time off. I haven't had to take anything unpaid. I haven't had to ask someone else to look after him, because I've been there, but I've still been able to build my business, and it's all in the palm of my hand. So it's an incredible opportunity for mums who are looking for more income, who are looking to feel great, because 9 years on, the products are insane, let me tell you. And the girls will probably touch on their own little product story, but my product journey has been through 2 pregnancies, marathon training. I'm marathon training again now. Like, my skin, my hair, my nails, everything has improved since taking these products. So I'm super excited. I'm going to pass over to someone else, because I've been on for 10 minutes now, and I don't want to keep you guys on for a super long time, but I'm going to pass you over to Millie, because you've just popped in the chat. So I'm going to pass you over to Millie, who's going to share her amazing story. But please feel free to ask any questions as we go along, guys, because we're here to make it as interactive as possible. Mills, can you unmute yourself, my love?
Yes, I'm here.
Amazing.
Hey, lovely. Thanks for that. Wow, it's such an inspiring story, and you know, it's such an amazing business to be a part of. And I actually joined, it will be 10 years ago. On the 25th of November, I went to my first ever event. I have actually been on the products for 10 years in like September just gone. And I honestly have been on the most wildest journey. It's been incredible. So prior to Juice Plus, back in my teenage years, I was really overweight as a 16-year-old. When I was 19, I then went completely the opposite direction and got very, very underweight, and really struggled with my mental health and kind of like eating disorders, you know, on the verge of anorexia, orthorexia, like a horrible time, not understanding food. So I went to the doctors, nothing worked. They wanted to give me pills, medication and all that kind of thing. But I decided to take myself to university to study nutrition, and I found my passion for people. Now, when I came out of uni, unfortunately, there was no jobs, and I had to have experience to get a job. But I didn't have any experience, so it was kind of catch-22. So I actually went back to working my 3 jobs that I had before I was at uni, as a play centre manager, dressing up as a monkey and working behind a bar, also working in a sports shop, and also delivering pizzas for Domino's. Yay. Who would have thought that, when I'd, you know, studied nutrition and wanted to help people, but I had to pay my bills. And you know, I was getting towards the end of the month, well, probably middle of the month, and I had no money. I was like waggling the petrol nozzle in my car, trying to get every last drip out, saying no to my girlfriends going out to dinner, and I was just sick of it. And when I stumbled across the product, I was actually really struggling with adult acne, and I tried everything, guys. Like, I'd literally been put on every medication, nothing worked for me, even Roaccutane, which is an awful medication that you take for 6 months. That didn't work. And I stumbled across Juice Plus by chance, and there was a girl looking amazing, saying she got this energy and saying that she'd got amazing skin. So basically I just thought to myself, why not? I've got nothing to lose. I've tried everything. So I jumped on the products, and honestly, being someone that had been, you know, obviously underweight and overweight, I was at this point in time someone that was super healthy. I'd consider myself to be, probably ate about 10 a day, like super healthy, went to the gym, but there was something missing. Like I obviously wasn't getting some kind of nutrition, and I had an imbalance in my body. And when I started taking the Juice Plus capsules, my skin literally started to transform, and I felt amazing. I was pinging out of bed, like my hair started to grow. I used to wear 3 sets of hair extensions, and I had bald patches when I took it out. And Juice Plus has literally changed so much of my actual like physical health, you know, my body, my physical body, but actually my mental health as well. Like I've become a super positive, happy person, and Juice Plus has been the kind of catalyst for that. So many people were saying that I'd had all these incredible changes, that I'd started to drop body fat, like my skin was great, I was glowing, my hair was, you know, amazing. And I was going to the gym before I went to work. People were saying to me, Millie, what is going on? And I got invited to go up to this event up in Manchester. I live in Brighton, and I drove 5 hours. I bunked off Domino's, drove up to Manchester, and went to listen to an event which was kind of similar to this, where they talked about the products in the business. And I signed up on the 25th of November 2012, and came home not really understanding that I was part of something called network marketing. I didn't know what I was doing. I really didn't have a clue, but what I knew was that I loved the products, and the products had literally changed my life. And I'd never come across anything that was so clever, you know, fruit and vegetable in a capsule. Like, I don't know why people don't get it. If you can get a man on the moon, you can definitely get fruit and vegetables in a capsule, that's for sure. So there's nothing really to understand about it more than, you know, it's powdered fruits and vegetables in a little vegan capsule, and everybody on the planet can take it, because we all need fruits and vegetables daily. Okay. And the stuff that we get at the supermarket just doesn't cut it. It's just not there. Like the nutritional value is not there. So that's why we see so many people have this glow up. So I went on a mission to find somebody every single day to jump on this with me, who I could perhaps help build their confidence with their skin, perhaps drop some body fat. And that's how I built my business, guys. Like I never kind of realized that I could be someone really successful that inspired people all over the world. Like I was super shy. You know, I'd struggled with my skin. I had very low confidence, but I felt empowered. I felt this was the reason that I'd been given an opportunity so I could help people. And, you know, I was always somebody that dreamed of having freedom and not having to go to a job every single day where I was tied down and been told what to do. I hate being told what to do, and, you know, go into an office just didn't cut it for me. And I know some people love that, but I don't. I prefer to be able to get up and, you know, design my day. And within 8 months of being a part of this company, I was able to leave 2 of my jobs completely. I actually left Domino's pretty much straight away, because I was like, goodbye forever. It's not what I'm interested in. But then, you know, over the course of the next 8 months, I lessened my hours. And within 13 months, I hit the pinnacle position of the company called National Marketing Director. You know, and I'm somebody that has craved freedom my whole life. And, you know, I've been able to have so many staycations. I've traveled the world. I've been to incredible places because of this company. And it's made me into a yes girl. I was definitely a no girl before Juice Plus. I had to say no to pretty much everything that I wanted. I had dreams, I had desires, I, you know, had lists of things that I wanted to buy, even things like, you know, Kat Von D makeup that was, you know, animal cruelty free. Like it was something that I wish that I could have and could never afford. And, you know, I went through my vision boards, crossing things off as the months went by, and, you know, helping more people enabled me to, you know, tick off my vision board as I went. And it's been incredible. 10 years of just total time and financial freedom, being able to go for coffee, meet my friends, travel around the world, you know, go on staycations, and, you know, really be somebody who you know, is passionate about health and fitness. Sorry, Catherine Ferguson, I'm just trying to mute you, my love. If you could mute yourself, that'd be great. Thank you. Can't seem to mute you for some reason. So yeah, so my most famous trip, I think, was I went to Bali for 2 weeks and ended up staying for 8 months. Took my business with me, built my business from my phone, met people from all over the world who are now part of my customer base and now in my team. And, you know, if you go on holiday, you'll meet people, you can tell people about this product. You don't need to be business savvy. You don't need to be great at business, because I absolutely am not that. I just know that I love to chat to people. I feel great on the product. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, you know, I can't do business, I'm not a business person, well, nor am I, and nor am I a salesperson. I just know that these products make me feel incredible and don't come close to anything that I've found or tried on the market. And trust me, as a nutritionist, I look at everything, I try other products, I'm always on the lookout for the next best thing, and there is nothing that's come close to this in my 10 years. And what I think validates that is the studies that we've got. We've got over 42 peer-reviewed gold standard studies, which you can go and see on the website on juiceplus.com. It's incredible. So for me, it's just a no-brainer. Like, if you're somebody that feels stuck, if you're somebody that is ready for more, if you want to have a better friendship circle that support you in your endeavors, and you've got dreams but you don't know how to make them come true, then this could be for you. You know, you never know. If you don't try, you will never know. And honestly, if I followed what I felt that I was good at, then I would never have got to this point. And I just took each day as I could, like took the product, shared it with one person, and that is how I've got to where I am today. And I've never been more excited than I am now, and the best years are definitely ahead of us, that's for sure. So thank you so much for listening. Like, that's, you know, a tiny snippet of my story, but what I'll just basically end it with is that if you are somebody who is sick and tired of being sick and tired and broken, uninspired, and struggling for Christmas and worried about bills, then just start. Don't think, just jump in. Like, we are all normal people, but we're here to support you and, you know, help you win. So just go for it, and I promise you, you'll never look back. So I'm now going to hand over to the amazing HAYLEY. So are you there, HAYLEY? Let's see, where
yes,
are you?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Yes.
Hi. Yeah, that was amazing. Just listening to you and Claire, and I know when we hear from Amy as well, just wow, all like four totally different backgrounds that we have all met through this business, come together, and now working alongside each other. My background and how I kind of got involved, it'll be 9 years this January. I heard about it probably as maybe any of you guys watching via social media. My friend was just going on about it on his social media. It was a guy, and my background's in health and fitness. I was actually a physical training instructor in the Royal Air Force at the time, like my career job. Didn't expect or want to do anything else. Like, it was my job. It took me a while to realize what my career job was going to be. Don't get me wrong, but once I did, I was set, and I genuinely thought that was going to be me. I thought naively that I was the healthiest person I knew. And when I first saw Juice Plus, you know, I was probably how you thought, like, what is that juicy stuff? You know, what is that? You just eat more fruit and veg. You know, you've probably thought it yourself, just eat more fruit and veg. Yes, of course, right? We encourage this as well. Yes, of course. If you were to, you know, the government actually give us the guidelines to eat 5 to 7 servings of fruits and veg every day. And actually that's the very minimum too, because if they say what the reality was, what we really need to have optimum health, like, people just wouldn't even bother at all, because it's like between 13 and 17, especially of portions. We're talking raw. A portion is like a fist size of different varieties of fruit and veg every single day, and it's tricky, it's hard. And so that's where Juice Plus comes in. And once I realized that was when I just had this light bulb moment. I thought, do you know what? Yes, because taking you back 9 years ago, I actually suffered with a really bad skin condition on my face, really bad. I was newly married. We were pregnant with our first baby, and my skin was just getting worse and worse and worse. And I actually remember leading up to our wedding in the doctors, in the med center, we call it on the camp. I was crying in there, like, please just get me something to fix my face. Like, I just didn't want it there. And they tried everything. I paid hundreds private to get something that would fix my face, right? I'm just looking for something external that could fix my face. But lo and behold, nothing did. And when someone actually said to me in the gym, do you think that could be a nutritional thing? Honestly, I almost laughed them out of the gym. I was like, come on, you know, I genuinely thought I was the healthiest person I knew. Turns out I was wrong. Turns out I was probably one of the fittest at the time, right? But actually, health and fitness are two very different things, very different things. And when I realized what Juice Plus and those superfood unbelievable capsules actually were, I just said to my friend, like, yes, I need those. Like I said, I was pregnant with my first baby at the time, and I didn't actually expect them to fix my skin, because I was at the point, you know, when you just get to the point where you don't think anything whiz. I was kind of like, this is me now. This is just how I'm going to look forever. I had kind of like was okay with it at that point, unhappy about it, but nothing was fixing it. I just knew that even if it didn't fix my face, those capsules would deliver some unbelievable nutrients to my baby. Because let's face it, ladies, you know, when we're pregnant, we know it's the one time in our life we should be eating our absolute best. but it's the one time in our life we're like, well, we're getting bigger anyway, so we'll just do what we want kind of situation. And that's how it was with me. And I just thought, you know what, yes. And it wasn't until I remember sitting down for dinner with my husband, right? We were out somewhere in a restaurant, and he was like, whoa, like your skin. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, I can't. He goes, I couldn't remember what you looked like without like they called it grand tumulus rosacea. It wasn't, because everything they gave me for that didn't cure it, so it clearly wasn't that. But whatever it was, and I was like, but you told me every day that you couldn't actually see it. Like, you're such a liar. So, honestly, but it wasn't something that happened overnight, because it's like we're healing our body from the inside, right, inside out, from a cellular level. And like Millie struck on there, this is the most researched product on the nutritional market in the world. And although I like that really interests me, and I'm hugely passionate about nutrition and stuff, like the whole, I'm not about to sit and read the studies, but if you go onto the website as well, by the way, you can see it in layman's terms, but just check it out. Just know that it's the most researched, and these are top quality studies as well. Like, it's no joke. It really is no joke. And so that was kind of my journey, and how I learned to really embrace the products. But before I'd even had that experience with my face and feeling great, honestly, it transformed my pregnancy. It transformed my pregnancy. Honestly, I've had 3 babies now, same as Claire, right? And I've got a photo of me pregnant with my first baby, not having had Juice Plus before, skin terrible. Honestly, I looked great. And then I've got a photo of me pregnant with my 3rd baby, glowing, body shape totally different, like just it's just incredible. But when I first started with Juice Plus, I hadn't actually tried the products. I mean, when I joined the business, I hadn't actually tried the products. I joined because I understood enough. I didn't know the full ins and outs. I understood what those superfood capsules were, and that like Millie was saying, you know, we're always actually on the search for something, aren't we? We're always on the search for the next best thing. Everyone's looking for a shortcut, you know, and this is actually probably the best shortcut I've ever found. It's not a substitute to fruit and veg, but it just picks up where we fall short. And let's face it, we're all pretty much falling short most days of our lives in terms of fruit and vegetable. So it just helps out, and it's so good. I said yes as soon as I realized what these products were. And so my journey with the products, and as part of like a brand ambassador with the, you know, having my own franchise online, working around my job, like started at the same time. And so no, I didn't have a product story when I first started, but I didn't need to. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that for having more fruit and veg every single day is going to be beneficial to you. And that's the way I kind of went with it. And I shared other people's journeys, and I shared my own as I progressed along, and alongside my full-time career in the military, around becoming a mum for the first time. My first pay, honestly, I actually printed off, I got a screen grabbed. I went back and looked at my bank account of my first 3 paychecks. Well, actually, I went up to 6 months, and the first one, over £500. I think it was like £524. My goal was to hit £500 a month. That's all I wanted when I came into the Juice Plus company. £500 a month on top of my career, my salary. I wasn't expecting or wanting to leave at that point. And then I was like, whoa, I've hit my initial goal on the first one. And all I'm doing at this point is just, like the girls have said, we're just talking about it, sharing it, and showing what, like we do with everything these days, especially, like everyone's doing. You find something you love, you're talking about it. You know, someone's going to go, oh, where'd you get that? Oh, this is where I got that. Brilliant, cool, great. Then they'll go and buy that. This is the same as that, but you're being compensated for it. It's unbelievable. And you're also helping other people get themselves a little part-time side hustle, because again, right now, everyone's too scared to put their heating on. Why don't you use your Juice Plus income as your heating money, as your utility bill fund? How cool would that be? Not having to worry about popping the heating on whenever you want, because do you know what? Your little side hustle is paying for your utilities this winter and beyond. Like I said, you started this as a side hustle. Second month, I earned over £1,000. Honestly, by month 6, it was over £3,000. And I hit the pinnacle position of national marketing director within 18 months. I doubled my full-time salary. I'd obviously back to work after my baby, but I was just paying £1,000 a month childcare. So all I was doing in between teaching, I was back in the gym. In between teaching the troops, I was just on my phone looking at photos of my little one. I'm thinking, I'm paying £1,000 for him. He's in the nursery next door to the gym where I worked. And I just thought, you know what? Like Millie was saying as well, this business has shown me the bigger picture. It shows you what's possible. It reopens that pot of hope that you had when you were younger, that got squashed and chucked away in a cupboard somewhere, locked, the key thrown away. It allows you to open that. It allows you to find that key, open it, unlock that can of hope, and just go, do you know what? I am capable. And when you're around people like the community we have, honestly, you just know anything's possible because you're not having to do anything. All you're doing is sharing your excitement, showing people what this is and helping them get started too. The Juice Plus company do everything else. They've sorted all the products. They sort all the the research. We don't touch any money. They sort all the payments. They sort all the deliveries. Like, it just couldn't be any easier. And for me now, I walked away from my career. I mean, 18 months after joining because of what this had done and the bigger picture that I saw. And yeah, it'll be 9 years in January. And I've just never felt so much just excitement and belief in myself. And this builds that for you. This really builds that for you. So if you're sat here thinking, gosh, I haven't got any time, honestly, 3 babies, 5 house moves, my husband's always away, he's still serving. Like, honestly, in the nooks and crannies of your day, you can build yourself a really great extra income. Like I say, let's use this as your utility pot fund. There we go. I'm going to hand over to Amy now, because Amy's going to share her unbelievable story and just the ins and outs then and close for us. Thanks, Amy.
Oh, absolutely amazing. What a call so far. So many incredible stories. So hello, everybody. My name is Amy, and I've been part of Juice Plus now for nearly 10 years. Can you believe it? And I just turned 30. So I joined around the time I was like 19, 20 years old, which is crazy, right? So long ago. So I actually got started. The reason why I joined was I was actually a customer first. So at the time I was working full time with horses. I was a busy show jumper, and I was really struggling with my energy levels. And I saw this girl at the time posting on social media, aka Millie, and she was looking amazing. She had all this energy, and I just remember thinking, God, like, I just want a bit more of what she's got. And I also noticed that she was like living, like she was starting to like earn like an extra income from her phone, and that really intrigued me. But I just got myself started on the products first, because for me, like, I really wanted to improve my energy levels. She said that they were backed by science, that they were originally designed for athletes, and that they were going to help me with my energy. So I thought, why not just give this a go? You know, how will I know unless I try? I'd never ever tried anything like this in the past. My mum was really skeptical. I remember when the products got delivered to our house, she went a bit crazy. She was like, Amy, why are you ordering shakes? You don't need to lose weight. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, Mum, it's not a shake diet. I'm doing this for energy. You know, I was already skipping breakfast most of the time because I was struggling with my energy. I was snoozing my alarm in the morning, and it was actually around November. It was actually this month that I actually got started on the product. So it gets to this time of year, the clocks change, and I was really struggling with getting ill and run down and cold sores all of the time. I was working outside in this weather, and I was just snoozing my alarm in the mornings and struggling to get up. And I was skipping breakfast because I was up late, out the door to the yard, riding my horses all day. I was really, really busy, and I was really trying to eat healthy. I was doing my best, but I was still struggling. So when I could quickly just grab a shake and go, and I could have something for breakfast like that, I could blitz it up in 60 seconds. I can take it with me on the go. It just fitted in perfectly because I was so busy. And I just started to notice these incredible benefits that act as a catalyst effect for me, really, as towards a healthier lifestyle. So I started to then have more energy throughout the day. I started to wake up earlier. People started to notice a difference in me. I had a bit more of a spring in my step. I actually started to have so much more energy that I started to wake up earlier in the morning, and then I started to then go to the gym at like 6 a.m. in the morning, and then I'd get to the yard at 8 a.m. and I had about nearly 10 horses to ride a day. And I was also competing once or twice a week in different places all over the country, taking a lorry load of horses. So it was just phenomenal for me, and I loved it. And because of that, I started to feel better. And it's all about that good nutrition. When you get that goodness in and you feel better, it just acts as a real good spiral effect. So I fell in love with the products, basically, and I wanted to get on more of the products. And I loved the idea that I could also join the business just to earn a little bit of extra money around my busy lifestyle, because I was really busy, and I could fit it into the nooks and crannies of my day around what I was doing, and I could earn a bit of extra income to help pay for the horses, pay off those bills, put fuel in my car, and actually have a little bit of money for me. Because although I was doing the horses, sometimes people think that if you've got horses then you're rich and you're wealthy, we struggled in order to do the horses. Basically, we didn't have anything else in life. Like, our life was the horses. We never really had holidays. Our holiday was a horse show in Wales. You know, we didn't have like nice things and stuff like that because we sacrificed everything else in order to have the horses, basically. So I wanted like to just have a bit of extra money for me and to be able to get myself more nice horsey things, basically, because horsey things are really, really expensive. So having that extra income every single month was a life changer for me. And it just, what I found for me is it just fitted in perfectly when I was really busy, whether it's just like a little bit of bits of time in my day. And I think when you're a busy person, you get a lot more done. And it's about being wise with the time that you actually have and making the most of those little bits of time and being really productive with the time that you have. So I was absolutely loving it, and I started to earn a little bit of, you know, I started to earn an extra 200, 500 a month part-time in my first few months, which was incredible for me. And then I went to an event. So I went to one of our massive conventions. We've actually got an amazing convention this weekend in Birmingham. So I went to my first convention, and I wasn't going to go because I was really nervous. I was really, really shy when I first joined this business. I wouldn't have even done anything like this on a Zoom call right now. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I can't do videos, I can't do lives, I can't do selfies, like, you don't have to do any of that. As I got into the business, I grew in confidence. And as my dreams got bigger, my confidence grew with it. So obviously you've got the progression side of it there if you want to, but you don't have to do any of that stuff. So I wasn't going to go to this convention. It was all the way in Nice in France, but I'd actually lost my horse in the summer in a really, really awful accident. And again, I think because of the business, because of the positivity, and because of the, it opens up your world to like mindset and personal development. And I kind of turned sort of something really awful into in my life into like making it, you know, making it, rather than letting that be my excuse, I made that my reason. So that's really why I went to that convention in the end. And that convention really changed the game for me, because all I ever thought this business was a little bit of extra income, you know, part-time. I thought all you could really earn, I thought like £500 a month was the most you could really earn from this. I literally just thought that was all it was. So I went to this event, and it just really changed the game for me. I saw all of these normal people. They were like hitting the top positions within the company, and they were just living their dream life. They were earning like maybe what some people earn in a year, they were earning in a month. They'd got like their dream cars, and they were just incredible. And I was able to chat to them afterwards at the bar and at the party, and they were normal, real people. And I can just remember I sat there, my mouth was literally wide open. I think my jaw probably nearly hit the floor. And I was just so excited, and I was like, I want to be like one of those people. I want to, you know, I want to have more. You know, I'd always dreamed of wanting to have more, and being around the horses, I'd been exposed to like really, really, really well off people. Like some of these people at these horse shows would like, their parents would be like footballers, or like they'd work in like the diamond or the gold industry, you know. My mum was a childminder, and we really struggled. So I'd been exposed to that kind of, you know, a lot of money, but always never felt like I could have, you know, that kind of lifestyle. I never thought it'd be possible for me, but this business kind of opened up more opportunities for me. And I realized, wow, like this is amazing. Like normal people, you know, I can have a bit of this lifestyle. I want more. So I got to work from that convention. I really started to take my business a lot more seriously. So rather than treating it like, you know, a side hustle, a side thing, I started to prioritize it a lot more. And literally within about 6 months after that convention, I'd reached national marketing director, which comes with a £7,000 bonus. And that was when I was then able to leave my full-time job and do this more on my terms and live life on my terms. And really, like, since then, my whole life has just completely changed. We were then able to get our first house, which was a big thing for me. I really, really wanted to get on the property ladder. So that was a really, really big thing for me on my vision board. And then more recently, we've recently just got married, me and my husband now. And again, it's really all thanks to the business and the income that we've earned through the business, being able to have our dream wedding, our dream honeymoon. And again, like I always think back to like my life before, if I didn't have this business, and I know that I wouldn't have been able to have done half of these things. And I have always wanted to be like an independent woman. I don't want to rely on anyone else for money, and I want to have my own money, and I want to be in control, and I want to be able to, you know, I don't want to be able like not to have things, and I want to be, you know, to be an independent woman is really important to me. So if you're on here right now and you want to be more of an independent woman, and you want to be more, have more financials for you, I know like a lot of mums really struggle with this. So, you know, I just think it's a really empowering thing, and it's okay to want that. So, and that's something that I'm really, really passionate about, to not have to rely on anyone else. So I love it. I mean, this business has just changed my life, to be able to live every day on my terms, to be able to work where I want, when I want. I've been able to go to incredible holidays. Like literally the year that we got the house, our first house, we were able to furnish the house all with furniture, pretty much brand new. And the same year we went to Mexico and swam with dolphins, which was a really, really like something that, again, I used to dream of. Like I used to dream and pray for these things that I'm talking about right now. And this business has helped me to make all of these things come true. And I love making memories and experience things and traveling. And we also went to Canada as well a few months after that, and went skiing, like literally just like holidays of a lifetime, which I'll never ever forget. And that's something that I really love to do. And that's what I love about this business, is the fact that it allows you to travel. And I love that I can go away, I can go on a holiday multiple times a year, and I can work from the beach, I can work from the sun lounger, I can work from absolutely anywhere. And do you know what an amazing feeling that is, to be able to be anywhere in the world, have your mobile phone and be like, I can work, you know, I don't have to have a certain amount of days off a year, that I have to ask for days off. And I think that empowerment and that independence is what I really, really love about this business. And obviously now with the times right now, with all the costs increasing, with bills, fuel costs, food costs, you know, there's never, ever, ever been a better time to start to have an extra income stream and to start to have an extra side hustle. And if you're sitting on here maybe wondering, or maybe you're on the fence a little bit, like Claire says, if you're on the fence, you're going to get splinters. So get off that fence right now. Like, and so many people join and they always say, oh, I wish I joined sooner. So like, I guarantee that'll be you. So just join, because you'll just wish you joined sooner. But it's just absolutely insane, guys. I absolutely love it. We can help you to save money, because our products are incredible. We can actually help you to save money on your food shopping, to get healthier, to feel amazing, and to also earn an extra income. You know, what are you doing in the evenings? It's dark at night, the weather's awful. What are you going to be doing at this time of night every night? If you're literally just finding yourself scrolling on social media, and we all do it, it's so easy. You can easily waste 10 minutes scrolling on Reels or TikToks or anything like that. You can actually be making that into income producing activities. You can actually be sharing the products, sharing the business, and you can actually be earning an income for that. And a lot of people don't realize it. And we share stuff all of the time, right? We share restaurants that we love, we share movies that we love, we share products and shops that we love all of the time. We are recommending things all of the time, and that's all that this is. And it's just absolutely amazing, guys. So I love it. There's never, ever, ever been a better time. And we also have, I mean, for the first time really in all of the years that I've ever been doing this, the company are paying us an extra bonus for getting 3 customers and an extra bonus for getting 5 customers. Like, they've never, ever done this ever, on top of the bonuses that are already available, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. So we can help you to save money with our health products. We can also help you to make money with our business. And so many companies right now are like, you know, putting their prices up or, you know, whatever. But with Juice Plus, they are giving us more money. They're giving you a bonus for getting 3 customers and a bonus for getting 5 customers. This company is literally giving you money. And this is available to all of you that want to join, and everyone who's obviously already joined. And this is available for the month of November and December, guys. So it's just insane. Like, if you are needing and you're wanting an extra income right now, if you're willing, you're coachable, and you're hungry, you know, for things to change, you've got to change. If you're not happy with your current situation, and don't let, like, what I love about this business is that you can take control of your own economy, of your own personal economy. You can take control of your own family's economy. So we've got an opportunity literally right here. This is literally like a golden egg. This is like the golden opportunity. It's incredible. But obviously you've got to work, you know, it's like a gym membership. You can't just sign up to a gym membership and not go and just get the perfect body or get that peach, get that bum. Like, you've got to join that gym membership and you've got to go regularly. You've got to be consistent. You've got to show up. That's exactly the same with this business. You get full help, full support full training. You get our systems to help you get started. We have Zoom call trainers to help you. And you can literally build a global business from your home, from your phone, from your living room, from absolutely anywhere, like from your car if you want. Claire Black's in her car right now. You could be on holiday and it fits in and around what you're doing. So, you know, we've got such an exciting time coming with next year. It's going to be absolutely huge. And now is the time to get started. Don't wait till January. Now's the time to get started. Start getting into it, start learning about what you need to be doing, so that when, you know, January comes and everyone's wanting to get healthy after Christmas, boom, like you're right there ready to go, and you can really, really help lots of people. So yeah, it's a very, very exciting time. And all I would just say is just jump in, just get started. It's only £50 to join, and that gets you your very own online office. You also get your very own website as well. And it also gets you to be part of our team and your license to share the products as well. I mean, £50, guys, for your own online business. I mean, I'm now international marketing director in the business, and I've had nearly £30,000 in bonuses alone from a £50 sign up fee, from a £50 investment. But what we can do is we can help you over the next few months. For you, from your £50 investment, you know, for you getting your 3 customers or your 5 customers, that's pretty much going to be, you're going to be hitting your first promotion. You're going to be earning so much more than your £50 back in your first month. So yes, it's a £50 investment, which I don't think is even that much anyway for everything that you're getting, but you can actually earn, I mean, you can earn so much more than that back in your first month. So it's a really exciting time, and whatever it is that you do in the month of December, if it is something that you want to get started with, then you'll get paid for on the 10th of, sorry, did I say December? So whatever it is that you do in the month of November, you then get paid for on the 10th of December. So there's still time to get an amazing paycheck in time for Christmas. So just think to yourself, how much would make a difference to you, to your family this Christmas time? You know, an extra £200, an extra £500. What would make a difference to you and your family this Christmas time? Because this is the most amazing time of year. And again, like, we have the products to help you to feel amazing for those little black dress parties and to limit the damage. But also we have a business, because obviously Christmas is expensive. We have a business where you can also earn some extra money to make in this time of year even more special for you and your family, and really, really taking that pressure off. So yeah, we're really excited to be working with you. If you decide to get started, we'll be helping you and supporting you every single step of the way. So we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Have a lovely, lovely evening, and we really look forward to, you know, supporting you and helping you along your journey. Thanks, guys. Bye.